Ahoy there, Legion. How y'all doing today? Today we're going to be doing a ASMR video, because if I raise my voice any higher, it immediately starts screaming, because there was nothing that happened this entire dev stream. Just a little spoiler warning there. So I gotta keep my voice about here, because if it gets any louder, I get really fucking pissed off, and we're not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna get some spackle on these walls, and then I gotta get a sander and a couple cans of paint, because I threw the last few out the window, and I'll get to fixing and repairing that in a minute. But for now, let's focus on the dev stream, shall we? No good news at all, but I don't know if you guys heard, there's a thing called TennoCon coming up, because that, by golly, is the only thing DE seems to know how to talk about since fucking January. And my goodness, it seems we don't need content in a game as long as we have a convention to just look forward to in the future. The game's fine, guys. We haven't updated it in about 6 months before the War Within. We broke the hell out of the Void system. The Vault continues to grow, though we said we're going to be breaking that down and making it more accessible. To who? I know the coffers are getting plenty of donations, but where are those items, guys? I don't see them. Do you see them? Rotation C? Forma? Bueller? Anyone? Oh man, I lost my track there. Tends to happen. I'm glad I'm keeping the voice down. Hopefully it entertained you guys. But anyway, before I blackout rage again, let's take a look at what this dev stream was about specifically. They added, here's some kind of good news. They added a Tenno spear. Well, it's not in the game yet, like none of the other shotguns that have been shown off for months, but sometime maybe soon, there's going to be a Tenno spear called the Wrath. And it's spelled with a little apostrophe after the W to make it look cool. So it's almost like Elvish, but stupid. And they're calling it the Wrath because apparently the fail was taken. And when you throw this, it's going to put a headshot magnet on enemies. Isn't that nice? Which makes it another nerf to mag, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a double whammy there. So good on you, DE. And actually that one's probably going to come out soon, because it ties in well to the new Warframe, which, my golly, I hope comes out next week, because there's nothing to do. But then we go back and we're bringing the voice down. It's all good. It's okay. Speaking of mag and Rhino Prime are coming out of that lovely vault of DEs that has apparently infinite width to hold all these things they keep adding. So that's good. But they're coming out briefly for about a month. Probably in about 2 weeks from now. So look forward to more grinding temporarily, and never seeing Mag Prime again until they demolish this stupid Void Vault bullshit that is arguably really, really stupid and untenable. But enough good news. Let's get on to the neutral stuff. We're not getting augment slots, guys. So anyone who was asking, I'm sorry, we're not getting those. We apparently aren't worthy enough for that. So just want to let you know. You can put some augments in that bonus slot for the Exilus mods, which would kind of make you wonder why they had a specific Exilus mod slot for a little thing that we've never seen again after that one update. And we keep getting those augments, and we don't have a slot for that. But what do I know? Shield gating, also not getting that. Somehow, even though they said for months, and it should have been out months ago, now they suddenly ran into a problem, even though they tested it for a while on enemies and scaling and stuff. Grenier getting a drop ship of their own. No estimated time on that, as we have come used to in this cycle of delays and disappointment. Still no new footage of Keenpin missions. Speaking of disappointment, that should have been up a couple dev streams ago, if I do recall. But we'll see. Maybe almighty TennoCon will save us from this unending hell of never getting anything to do. So we'll see how this goes. one's next? Oh yeah, Law and Shadow, Tactical Alert. They're rehashing that one. I'm sorry, bringing that one out again, and that'll be out right in time for TennoCon. So when all else fails and you have nothing to do, just bring out something you did already. Hollywood's doing it all the time. Just saw an ad for Flatliners with that the chick from Last of Us on the cover. I know it's not her, but it's funny. What else is there? Oh yeah, that's right. Content creators are charging their viewers for the glyphs that DE gives to them freely, and DE just want to let you know right at the start of the stream, they're totally okay with that. Very good. That's a good call. Oberon, poor guy, he just can't get a break. Oberon's hallowed ground is going to spawn grass and prime ferns if you have the ugly helmet variety, and that's all it's gonna do. When you do hollow ground, now it's going to sprout out shit from the ground, and I don't know why they think this is good. I mean, maybe it goes well with this passive of uselessness. They did change that, didn't they? I don't care. It's Oberon. Who cares? But this change with the grass is, by my calculations, the second most powerful buff he's ever seen, and it's also permanent and cannot be turned off. So I hope you like it, but either way, you're stuck with it, like Arcwing and Operators. But that is a perfect segue to the bad news, Legion, because this was just the neutral negative. That wasn't even the bad stuff. Isn't this great? And they mentioned all three of these things right at the start of the stream. Now, granted, some of this is opinion-based because I fucking hate Arcwing so much, and I despise Operators even more. Oh my god. Oh my god, do I hate them so much. If you could take all the things in the world that you hate and put them together and make a statue of Rage, my statue of Rage would be like an inch bigger for the Operators. I think that's a good analogy, and I'll keep that one in. But what made you upset about that, PsyCo? Well, Legion, I'll tell you. Arcwing apparently is getting another balance pass, which makes it 4th or 5th now, because that's totally a good investment in time, and stuff is clearly, they're almost there. They're almost there. They completely ruined it at the start, and they haven't improved it at all since then in all these years, but they're almost there. It's good. Totally not wasting time like the PvP team or the Lunaro or whatever other bullshit. But hey, it's TE, whatever they want, it's fine. It's Canada, okay? The maple syrup does something to you. I'm not quite sure myself, but whatever, okay? And then we have Operators. They mentioned that they're starting in TennoCon and on. There's going to be operator-only missions. I could be mistaken, but I'm fairly positive the game is called Warframe, and it's not called Arcwing, and it's not called Operators. So why the f*** are you shoving this at us constantly when we don't like it? Now, of course, this is just my opinion, but I know one that is shared quite a bit is Arcwing is just horrible. Just horrible, which is really bad. And no amount of these fixes have done anything about it. Some say Oberon is just okay, and he too had about 4 rounds of buffs, not including that OP grass one that's on the way. So maybe that'll just bump him over the edge. Just a blade of grass away from getting God tier. Maybe that's all he needed. So, fingers crossed, Oberon. Good for you. Good for you. So now we can get missions completely devoted to something that not only isn't in the title, but that is written badly. The voice actors are pretty stilted. I mean, granted, they're animated better than Andromeda, but when you have to aim that low, really, folks? I mean, come on. That's pretty bad. What was the other thing? There was a third. Oh, yeah. And I guess I'll end this on a lighter note. Right when the stream started, Rebecca came out wearing a whole bunch of patches and stickers and merchandise that supposedly you can only get from TennoCon. Isn't that nice? If you couldn't find the time or the money to go to TennoCon, let's just rub it in your face some more. Oh, I know we said that those overpriced art prints and stupid vinyl record hipster stuff that we sold that expired in April and you can never buy it again. Yeah, we have some of those for sale at TennoCon, but don't tell anybody we said that, we wouldn't sell those again. But these things, these fucking stickers and patches, totally, we can never reproduce these expensive things. No. But what kind of thought process really went into that? I'm curious. If you didn't, they've been promoting this thing since January, right? I mean, the TennoCon's only got thing they've been talking about for like 6 fucking months. That's it. Certainly not what updates aren't in the game yet. So yeah, okay. So now we're talking about TennoCon. Now what? We're gonna promote it for 6 months, and we're gonna start selling tickets 5 months ago. But if people didn't get tickets yet, how can we get them to arrive? I know. Let's show off these stickers. That's gonna get it. I'm not quite sure what kind of impulse buyer they were leaning towards on that one, Legion, but I mean, I was on the fence there for a while. I mean, should I go spend a couple $100, probably rent a car to get around if it's a large enough area and you're too far or something to, take in the sights since it's frickin' Canada. Get some maple syrup, probably $50 a bottle for the real thing. Gotta, tap your vein right there right before you mainline it. And then, I guess maybe that's a different type of maple sugar, but still, then you have to get the airfare going. You have to find accommodations. That's not cheap either, so there's a couple $100 there. And not to mention, we're only 2 weeks away. We are only 2 weeks away from this convention in a major city in Canada. What kind of person has not bought tickets in the last 5 months that is going to be persuaded into getting a ticket now? But seriously, those stickers are cool, and I'm gonna go now just because of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one here, Legion. Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a fun time with this little ASMR get together. I just want to give the microphone a big hug and give my neck a hug for a couple hours with a really tight noose, and then I'll catch you some other time. So thank you for watching. A well-earned Rant Roundup is due next Monday. It has already been delayed 1 week to make room for this amazing Dread stream that I will always cherish. Be sure to check out the Mrs. and I Play Warframe on Fridays. She's quite new to the game, and I'm gearing her up slowly over time. Unfortunately for her, she chose Mag. Give it a watch just to make us feel a little better on this sad choice of hers. She even likes it, the poor thing. She doesn't even know. But, of course, if any Mag fans are this far into the video, please don't jump off the ledge. I'm sure she'll get a buff one of these days, and nothing against her, I just prefer other frames instead. But maybe I'm just overreacting, and TennoCon's gonna fix all these problems, just like the War Within did before that. Thank you for watching, and catch you next time, Legion. Take care.